What's up, guys? Yeah, so today we'll be watching the World Cup. Woohoo! Go Lachlan! The laser beam! Well, I don't know who else is in it.
My brother, he taught me how to skateboard when I was young.
I guess he thought it was cool because I was doing it, and I would take him to all the different skate parks I would go to.
So I was 13 years old, skateboarding at Woodward Skate Camp, and the first day I was there, I ended up breaking my femur, which I then had to go get a cast. I was in the cast for about a year.
It was a long road back for Danny. He was stuck inside. I had to do something, so he made him very comfortable and got him a good setup for gaming.
That's how I fell in love with gaming, because that's the only thing I could do.
I really never got him back on a skateboard after that, and he kind of found who he was. He really just blew up overnight.
If I hadn't broken my leg, I would not be where I'm at right now. I'm a professional Fortnite player.
Oh my, he picks it up. Wow.
Solos is my strong point.
Okay, my heart's racing right now.
You can dominate by going for picks or playing for high ground. The first time I qualified for the World Cup, it was crazy. People were shocked at what I had just done.
He was not with an organization. They were thinking, who is this guy? He's got to be cheating. Nobody knows who he is. He was on a mission to prove them wrong.
Dub said, look, I've qualified. I'm just going to come back and just flex on literally the entire region.
To prove them all wrong, I qualified 4 times for solos and once for duos and joined FaZe Clan.
Dub's consistently good.
I play with so much confidence. I just love the game so much that I just want to put every minute into grinding, so I can be the best player I can be.
Dang.
That, honestly, in retrospective, I know it was stressful when it happened, but it has to be the biggest compliment that you are quite literally so good, averaging just inside 5th overall with the solo placings, that the entire community thinks you're cheating. That you are that much better, that everyone's there. There's no way, and you saw it there. Him and Mega had one of the most ridiculous performances, racking up close to 50 points in their last 2 matches to qualify. And I mean, it was nuts follow, but now time to get into the next one.
Yeah, let's go ahead forward. The first pair is XXM and Mende out of China. And then following them up is Airwax and Nikov, Hunter and Kinstar, Leneuf and Kinton, SSK7 and Jamside, and then finally Volts and Parby on the right there.
And XXM and Mende were the only Chinese team to qualify through the open track, and then Airwalks and Nikov, and then Hunter and Keenstar. The Solari brothers, the group qualifying all within the same week, and Airwalks taking his repeat Pro-Am title yesterday with RL Prime, saying it was easy claps, 12 points clear of the South Korean duo, and then Leneuf and Quinton just recently being signed to Navi, representing them on the stage, looking to make a name for themselves, and they're hyper aggressive.
I know who's all playing. Is Lachlan gonna play in this? There's Ninja playing in this?
Known for their aggressive style.
Because the Ninja isn't playing in this, so why would he play yesterday in the creative crap in the freaking death runs, which he sucks at?
They get tons of eliminations because of it, but we'll see if that might bite them here today.
And you talk about...
Nope, sorry chat. Sorry chat. Video stream is loading.
They're going, they raise all kinds of chaos in NAEs when playing in the Trios tournament, and now we're gonna get a chance to talk to the aggressive Oceania duo down on the floor. Jordan, what do you have for us?
I've got Parby and Volks here, 2 of the most astonishing talents out of Oceania. You guys are coming all the way over from not only Australia, but New Zealand, facing off against some of the best talent, not only from your region, but the rest of the world. We've seen that there are different play styles from kind of everywhere. We all know this, but going into this, how do you prepare? How does one prepare up against these play styles?
I just eat a fruit salad, just have a shower, get off, get some water, have a fruit salad, and then just try to get hyped.
Love it, regardless of the region. That's great. Fruit salad. You can take care of NA East and EU and everybody. Now, the most astonishing thing here is this record, this elim record of 102 that you guys had, the single most elims in 1 week. I don't think anybody would expect for either of you guys to be super W key today because of what you're up against. But what is your strategy going into this?
Just play slow and just hopefully make it to endgame and just get hot. That's basically it.
Beautiful. Well, we're going to see it here very soon. We can't wait.
I'm disappointed that routine of 2 fruit salads in the morning isn't going to give them the confidence to continue what we know and love about them, the W key mentality.
I honestly thought he was just going to turn and look at Jordan and be like, W key, holding forward the whole time, but they know when to play intelligently and play for height. Let's get into our next group. Again, is qualifiers from NA East and NA West. We have Tetra and Eclipse, Ronaldo and Zip, Sean and Aiden and Roth, DW and Blue Team. Now, I want to give a quick.
Was there Aiden's in this?
In particular, I popped into his backpack a number of times personally, and we had to do some tests, and they had a phenomenal qualifying week. And then Ronaldo and Zip averaging some of the highest placements in the week they played. They popped off at TwitchCon, came out of nowhere where people were like, who are you guys qualifying through in the first run, going to look to make a run at it here today.
And then what more can you say about Sean and Aiden? I mean, this is a duo that we've seen time and time again. A favorite out of NA West that week then they came out of. They clutched up and did amazing things. Both of them took part of our Pro-Am tourney yesterday.
And then Rohit, DW and Blue Team, one of my personal favorite duos. They came together after week 4 saying, hey, we need to do something different. Rohit came onto the scene during the Winter Royale, qualified through the open format, and looks to punish people's mistakes at all points of the game. You talk about hyper-aggressive players early, you can't stop him from going, but the one person who does is Blue Team, known for his calm decision-making, kind of turning off all emotions and just making the right decisions. They have a fantastic pair in chemistry, and I mean, I'm excited to hear what they had to say leading into the competition. It's going to be just absolutely amazing.
Fantastic. We've got Blue T and Rope DW here, two beyond incredibly mechanically gifted players here. Blue T, you've placed consistently in the top 15 over the last year from the Winter Royale qualifiers, the Secret Skirmish, and top 5 in the Share the Love event. How are the two of you together going to work to secure this #1 spot today?
I'm just going to give this guy a bunch of call-outs. Make sure he's safe and alive, and once we hit late game, he's just gonna slay out.
Slay out away. We can't wait.
It's going to be so incredible to see if they can make that dynamic work on the stage. They have such great teamwork, and they have distinct play styles over the face of the game, and if they can get rolling, they might be able to challenge towards that top. Now on to our next group, because we're excited to keep the introductions rolling. It's Item and Derox, Oslo and Bad Sniper, 4ZR and No Word, Red Rush and Snappy, and then Yu Wang and KBB. It's a bunch of guys out of Europe, and then the Chinese qualifiers coming out of the Tencent track. And I mean, some of these guys are incredibly skilled. Item and Derox with that ridiculous 41 elimination victory royale during the semifinals, and then they carried over the performance into the Sunday.
Yeah, one of the only times we saw actually consistency from the semifinals carry over into the finals. But another team that actually started breaking through in the finals towards the end, which led them to qualify, is Oslo and Bad Sniper. And I think something very interesting about this group, or this duo in particular, they're going to be contesting at Tilted Towers, and they are very proficient at doing so.
They will be in the fray, and if Bad Sniper gets a sniper in his hands, here's the joke. His name online is actually not Bad Sniper, because he hits all of those shots. Will be looking to make them pay. Now, 4ZR and Norwood, also another very aggressive pair, but kind of just like to chill out at times. They like find themselves on the edge, take the rifles. If they know they have an advantage, they go. We've seen them before as well in the Winter Royale.
Yeah. And then on the bottom right there, Yu Wang and KBB, they came out of the Tencent track, which was a competition that was hosted out in China. And so I think a lot of people didn't see those games and don't really know what these two are all about. Let's continue and find out more about them.
心情的话非常亢奋吧，就可以跟各国的选手切磋。如果想跟一个队来对抗的话，我更希望是跟芒果那队。
要对游戏的喜欢，对吧？然后对游戏的理解，
还要有一个信仰，就是想成为冠军的一种念头。毕竟职业就是要奔着冠军去的。
喜欢这款游戏，然后对游戏的理解程度，然后对自己的技术非常的自信。
心情就感觉跟做梦一样，但这一切都是靠自己努力得来的，就非常的好。冠军等着我们。
So happy to see their level of excitement and to be here representing China through those Tencent tracks. It was amazing to watch them play, and they did a distinct different style, but also very good in rifle. Central will be one of two Chinese teams representing, and now into our last section of qualifiers. These were the guys who ended up qualifying in the final week, the last chance to be there. It's Slacks and Keys, Calculator and Macwood, Zone and King, Epic Whale and 4DR Storm, and then Vinny and Zexro. And I mean, so many of these guys we can talk about right now, but the one I want to focus on, King and Zone, coming out of Argentina. They are ridiculously aggressive, know how to go full send, and I think people will be surprised. They're able to execute on a level where if they get rolling, it's going to be very hard to stop them.
It's one of the same situations as the kind of Chinese duo, at least at smaller extent, because a lot of these guys don't know how they play, don't know how to respond when the play style that they haven't gone up against is shown. But one duo I was about is Epic Whale and Storm, because this is one of the few fully qualified duos. We'll see both of them tomorrow, and what a way to do it, because they came together at the last second as well.
They came together in the final week, knowing it was their last opportunity, and they wanted to be there. They wanted 2 seats on the stage in each one of the competitions that really separated themselves. But speaking of somebody who separated themselves,
Josh is so sick, dude.
Zexro, the original pioneer of the My Wall now. I'm going at you. I will win
We're the youngest duo here.
16+ eliminations, and there's nothing you can do about it. Him and Vinny broke through everything, coming over not only Zexro's wrist issues, but a little bit of kind of turbulence between them. They're actually not even going to be dueling after this competition, so this will be a last hurrah, and let's see what Zexro and Vinny have to say.
We've got Vinny and Zexro here. Very excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are thrilled and excited to see what you guys have planned for today. You both have been competing both very well in duos and solos over the course of the year. How do you think that the competition today is going to compare to the rest of the competitions that you've had leading up to the scrims, whatever the case may be?
For sure, the competition's definitely going to be hard today. Probably the hardest competition yet, but I'm very confident for us to succeed today. So
awesome. Well, we believe in you guys. Now, Zexro, you told us after qualifying for the last week of duos that you were suffering from some tendonitis. Preparing for a competition like this, especially at such a high caliber, there's got to be a lot of stress involved with that. How have you been physically preparing for today?
So basically, I didn't really play much, and then I would just live review and everything. I was just playing on qualifier days, take a lot of relief, and then it started going away at the end, and then qualified, so we're chilling.
Fantastic. Well, we're all really excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are, a lot of TSM fans here and all over the world. It's going to be a great day.
There you have it. It's proof that it's not all about just grinding and playing all the way through. You got to do your VOD review. You got to take care of your body, get those wrist stretches in. That's Zexro's story there. We'll see how they perform today. We've got one final group of duos to let on the floor. It's going to be Serpent and Hype, Wolfies and Rojo, Skype and Vato, 4Winds and Tux, Kluja and Thomas HT, and then finally Puz and Ming.
I mean, there's so many players in here you can call out. Serpent and Hype were the original. Can you translate it to Sunday? They won so many of those semifinals, and in the last week, were able to do it. I got an opportunity to actually talk with Rojo in the practice room, and he says he's excited to be here, wants to play, wants to get on the stage, and knows he'll be able to enact their game plan. He wouldn't tell me what it was, and I wouldn't leak it anyway. Though the stream duo, kind of a little bit of parity there between Vinny and Zexro. Skype battling a ton of wrist issues and then able to overcome it, and I got to speak with him as well, and he's like, I'm just happy. I'm glad I'm here, man. And there was a fantastic post he did about it.
Yeah, he had that tweet longer where he basically went through how he lost his confidence because of his wrist issue and then gained it back because of the support of all you guys at home who supported Skype through his journey, and the French community doing so as well. Moving on forward, Borwin and Tux, somebody I think is very interesting because they qualified and moved through the entire, they switched duos at the last second, so same thing.
And then you have Plusha, a player who qualified as well for the solo competition, and Thomas, his partner from Singularity. And the final duo, Puz and Ming, representing from South Korea. Unfortunately, there was an Asian team who was unable to make it. Puz and Ming having won in the Week 8 qualifier where there wasn't an additional spot. And on top of that, their consistent placements earned them that alternate spot coming out of the region. We had an opportunity to talk with them and have a package set up, and let's see what they had to say.
저는 밍이라고 하고 이제 아시아에서 진출하였습니다.
저는 퍼즈라고 하고 아시아에서 진출한 사람입니다.
가장 좋은 성적을 내서 대체 선수로 뽑혀서 왔더니 이제 아시아에서 듀오 한 팀이 진출을 못해서 저희가 이제 좋은 기회를 얻게 되어서 이렇게 진출하게 되었어요.
온라인에서 상금을 이렇게 받으면서 같이 경쟁하는 게 마음에 들었어요. 유럽 선수들과 해보고 싶었어요.
게임하기 전에 이제 계속 어떻게 게임을 플레이할지 생각을 하고 하는 거죠.
그냥 연습을 최대한 시간에 맞게 활용을 하고 최대한 많이 노력을 하다 보면
I mean, I can only imagine what is going through their heads. First, taking the top spot in a week where there wasn't a qualification spot, and then having one of the most consistently best placements, then being chosen as an alternate, and finding out you're going to be competing, having a chance to represent Asia and South Korea here. And they are very good. They're known for playing aggressively, trying to find a side of the zone, box themselves up, and get some shots towards the side of the rotation. If they can get that position, don't expect them to not be dangerous, because they will make some waves, and that's the competition. Those are all the players. Those are the 100 best Fortnite players in the world, the 50 best duos, and now there's a duo in particular. We talked about it. The loudest duo when they're announced. They want to be the loudest duo when all is said and done. We have Mitro and Mongrel down on the floor. Jordan, what do they have to say?
We are all so excited to see these two play, and honestly to hear their comms. It's one of my favorite things when I watch these guys play. Now, competing online and competing at a LAN is two very, very different things, obviously. What is the preparation like going into competing at a LAN together?
Competing at LAN is definitely different. Personally, I like it more just because I like the environment, but online is...
Is that Skeptic?
I don't know, I just like LAN.
That's Skeptic.
There. You can't beat the energy in a stadium like this. A lot of people are really excited and stoked to be here, and especially to see you guys play. We can't wait.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And now, just those guys, they sound excited, but that's it. Enough from us talking. The 50 best duos in the world are on the stage, competing for their share of $15 million, Ball. And I mean, 6 games away from winning $3 million to the top duo.
Just think about that. 6 games, and then we'll find out who is the best duo in the world. Hands down, no question about it, the best. 6 games. We're going to do that real soon.
The duos world champions will be crowned, but that's it. The pre-show is over. Enough from us up here. We'll be breaking down gameplay later. We're going to toss it on inside to kick the show off. You guys have a good one.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Fortnite World Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. Millions watching across the world. On the biggest stage. Every single player out here, an absolute gamer, Jack.
Be the difference.
Okay, I'm gonna lose my freaking voice.
It's amazing. It's like you feel so free. It's ridiculous. And then we just kind of watched like our names pop up on the screen. It was pretty sweet.
It was a huge sigh of relief. All the hard work we did just finally paid off. We were kind of going nuts.
He finds the low, he has to go forward though, because there's a change in elevation. He finds the first shot, he finds the second, and he does! Speed left! That is why he's a World Cup qualifier! This is it right here, the 1v1! Who is the other person?
He takes what? Damage to himself, and all of a sudden it's complete chaos.
What a win! Victory Royale! GG!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from my hometown, baby, New York City. Where you at? Where you at? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. This is it, people. The moment that we've been waiting for. 10 weeks of competition leads to this. I'm your host, Golden Boy, and I couldn't be more pumped to be here because we're about to see the greatest Fortnite players in the world go up against each other in duos competition. Millions in prizing on the line, and most importantly, what's right behind me, the championship, the trophy, and the first ever Fortnite World Champion. We're gonna crown that today, and it's gonna be awesome. And I wanna know if everyone here in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, are you hyped? Are you ready? You know what? Maybe I can't do the job. I think this will do some justice.
No pain, no gain. No guts, no glory. I'm a one-man army. In a one-man army. Ain't no weapon formed against me. And you already know the rest, so you know your best ain't gonna stop me. And you the best from the next thing.
Now, I know everyone here is excited to get to the games, and we're going to do so in a little bit. The players are gearing up and getting ready to go. You know that each and every one of you inside of this stadium, you're just pumped. You've had your opportunity to go out to the festival. You've managed to meet up with your friends and enjoy some great times here in New York City. And obviously, our players are here to win a world championship. And the good news is we have two players standing by with Jordan Fisher, who are looking like they can contend for the top of the mountain.
Thank you, GB. You are a handsome man. Now, I'm going to be super honest and very forward right now when I say that I've got two of my favorite people in this stadium right now that are competing together. Two of my favorite people to play with, two of my favorite people to watch and study. We have Sean and Aiden. Aiden, one of the most dominating controller players in the world, and he's proved it time and time again. With Sean on mouse and keyboard, one of the most mechanically skilled and gifted players in all of Fortnite. Now, with this combination of one of you on a controller and one of you on mouse and keyboard, there's got to be some pretty unique strategy that you guys can pull together. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, our synergy is great. Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane. Like, it's just insane watching him play. And just, you know, me being an aggressive player and having good aim, we really combo together well. And I'm hoping we're going to do good.
1000%. Now, Sean, you both competed in the Pro-Am yesterday, which was a lot of fun. We all know that was a very sweaty lobby. But your thought process, your strategy going into today, tell me how that differs from yesterday and your performance there.
Well, I think yesterday was like super fast-paced. You need to get kills to place well. But today we're going to go for endgame, play super slow, and so we can kill it endgame.
Fantastic. Well, we're all so excited to see you guys. GB, what do you have for us?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost duo. They're going to look to go to the top, and they very well might do that. Now, I asked you guys earlier, I said, are you ready? So I'm going to ask you again, New York City, are you ready? Oh, no, I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise, so I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready?
Ninja. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup.
Oh my God, Ninja's being a commentator.
Everything on the line here today. My name is Jack Courage Dunlop. And well, guess what? I'm joined by a surprise guest appearance, Tyler Ninja Blevins. I am so excited for today's action. Ninja, the emotion here is insane.
You have no idea, man. These guys have been playing for months, practicing, doing nothing but thinking, eating, sleeping, breathing Fortnite.
That's it, and it's all led to this. I know the nerves absolutely at all times.
I'm nervous right now.
I'm just casting. I'm not even playing. Meanwhile, they're playing for $15 million, but it's not your normal Fortnite rules we're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format, catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite competitive today. And Ninja, here's the format for points. So, this is duos. If you place in the top 15 duos in this game, they earn 3 points. Top 10, they earn 5 points. Top 5, they earn 7 points. And finally, the Victory Royale, they earn 10 points. Now, those points cannot stack, meaning in a game, you can only get a max of 10 placement points. Also, 1 point per elimination. So finding that good balance between elims and placements will be very key. Here's the prize money breakdown at Ninja. You've been involved in competitive gaming for a long, long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
No, I mean, you're looking at first place, $3 million. I mean, heck, I'd even settle for third at 1.8.
Settle for 1 point.
I'll settle. No, we've been playing, we've both been competing for a long time, and I've been competing for almost 10 years. Prize pool's never even come close to this. This is life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing numbers right there. Again, everyone who made it this far, $50,000 in their pocket, but their eyes are on that top 10. They want to jump up that prize money ladder. Again, we are live right now from the Fortnite World Cup Finals. There are so many talented players here today from across the world. We want to hear your thoughts on Twitter. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Really, anywhere you can use hashtags. I know we both have our predictions, though.
Absolutely.
Who
you want to go first?
No. You go first. Who for you is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it home today?
Dude, man, I mean, I gotta give it up to Mongol and Nitro. I think they're gonna definitely close it out. They've been, I really am just super interested to see how they play. I've been watching a lot of their World Cups after they've already qualified. Hands down, one of the most aggressive duos throughout, the qualifications. But are they gonna do that here? Are they gonna go for placement, or are they gonna still WP like they've always been doing?
That's typically been their gameplay of choice. There's a look again at Mongrel and Mitro, both qualifying from Europe. You see, last time they played and the week they qualified, their drop of choice was Loot Lake.
Yeah.
So will that remain the same today? These early game battles, these fights for the different points of interest will be so key. You go with a European duo. Yeah. I'm picking a European duo as well. Another young squad, Mr. Savage M and Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr. Savage M is cold-blooded. Every time I met him, I'm scared of him. And they're absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry, but either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, I mean, you've watched all these guys. You're absolutely one of the best players in the world, but it's almost like these guys are in a class of their own.
They are, man. I mean, I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well, and I mean, literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads it's like, it's art, man. You know, what these guys do, it's art, so enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage in a public match got like 40+ eliminations in Season 9, which is unheard of, all by himself, solo squads. There are so many ways you can watch, though, this weekend. I've been just looking at my phone already. I'm seeing 1 million+ of you guys tuning in. As you guys know, so many ways to watch. You've got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see some different individual feeds there that will be a crazy, unique way to watch Fortnite competitive for the first time. I know everyone at home looking forward to seeing their top players.
Hello, Josh. I'm watching the World Cup.
Now Ninja is insane. I mean, this is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever
seen. Oh, this is so weird seeing Ninja doing it for commentating.
I just can't wait to get it started.
Dude, this is literally what I've been waiting for like 3-4 months.
Yeah.
The best of the best, all in the same lobby. All right, in the qualifying matches on Sunday, you're playing against, in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotation. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should.
Yeah, all the things that note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material favorites. Do you want to explain for everyone at home exactly how that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to get 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each, wood, brick, and metal. So, you know, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game as you guys can stack up those materials.
Yep, and remember, that is when you get a full elimination, not when you knock down an opponent.
Correct.
So if I knock a player, you'll see in this, a lot more times teams will immediately try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. There's a look at the lobby screen, and, you know, Ninja, I was laughing with you earlier when the players were warming up earlier today because they got some warm-up games in. Obviously, for many of them, it's their first time in a major LAN event. They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing, they're all aiming. None of them are just sitting still. The nerves running through them insane. The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know. Why not even ask that? Probably
16, man? Just a bunch of candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change. Nothing's changed.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people flowing on into the venue, looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas, right? Loot Lake has been a very hot topic.
Yeah, man.
You know, Aiden had been landing up throughout all qualifiers. You see, you know, Mongrel and Mitro. I've been hearing some notes about, you know, Tilted Towers and or Neo Tilted, as it's now called, of where they're going to go. In your opinion, right now you play 6 games.
Yep.
You know how detrimental it can be to your mental state if you have one where you kind of drop right off spawn and get taken out.
Yeah.
What is your game plan here? Are you going for it? You don't care how many people land there? You just go and play your game?
No,
or
I think
shy away? What do you do?
No, man, these guys have been practicing. They know. They know that they're going to be contested. Yeah. They know that, and they're not, you know, if they're intelligent players, they're going to play exactly how they've been practicing the last 10 World Cup qualifiers. They're going to go exactly where they go. They're going to push where they're going to push. And, you know, they're not going to care who it's going to be. Now, me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play. But, dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely defer and try to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, you have one bad game. Getting over that, that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first. Yeah. That's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about in the second game, the third game. Oh, my God, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down. You're like eagerly wanting to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us. But again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now. One of the new limited time modes that is actually going on. Prop Hunt, we watched a little bit of it yesterday, but again, made by Stray Kite. It's a fun little, you know, hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop Hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we were literally getting like angry and like, but also just laughing hysterically right when we're about to, you know, make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You know, you want to be anything. You want to be a pink flamingo, a bus. Go for it. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of Prop Hunt that we play. But again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, Prop Hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming. 40 million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178 because of the double qualified players.
Right.
And that is, you can't even put in like your head just how insane those numbers are.
I think it's just important to show and let everyone know that, man. Just as it continues to change the game, making these qualifiers online, it just allowed so many of these kids to be here today because they've been able to play it, you know, from the comfort and safety of their home instead of traveling across the world just to qualify.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of the first times we've seen something like this, a qualifying like this. And dude, I'm just excited to watch these kids dominate the next freaking 4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay here all night.
Hey, I'm down to stay here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the arena is as well. When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does when playing at home.
I don't even know who's all in this. I don't know if Skeptic's in this or not.
What are some tips that you can share you think that they should kind of take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
Well, do what I always tell people when they're saying, you know, hey, Ninja, going to a tournament, any advice, right? You know, it's, dude, do exactly what you do at home, all right? If you wear socks and, you know, no shoes at home, that's what you're going to do. If you don't wear any socks at all or you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing right now when you're competing, right?
Yep.
Don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drinks, whatever the case may be, or, you know, eat what you're going to eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
I've even heard of stuff as far as like don't change your sleep schedule and absolutely for this. Like literally take it like it normally is. Now, again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line of the Fortnite World Cup Finals across today and tomorrow, but there's already been $3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Xander would clutch up, and he did just that.
You could tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need 1 coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
There it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger. You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million.
It's unreal. Like, if you want to practice with death runs, you need to like do it slow. Don't go in blindly. Like, try and like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today. Will you continue to go and play creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I would probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some investments.
He's 18 and he just won $336,000. What are you going to do with the prize?
Rent? Rent. Yeah, I think rent. I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to save my money.
I am going to be responsible and probably just invest most of it and try and get even more money back.
All right, guys, congratulations again. Absolutely outstanding job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see what the future of Creative Fortnite looks like.
The Creative World Cup Finals, so much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won. I'm going to address the elephant in the room here, and it's not Tim the Tapman. You didn't win that, Tyler.
That's correct.
What exactly happened here?
That's correct. No, we got 4th place, but you know, the crew that I picked out, man, Pal, Taco, Taz, just a good bunch of kids, man. I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the creators, the ones who developed a lot of the maps. And just a lot of passion from these guys, man. And, you know, I was really happy that I was able to, not even me, together as a unit, we pulled in, you know, 300 or 295,000 as a team. I mean, Little Whips, man, you know, we were just killing it, little ice creams. But that event was so incredible. And just another thing that kind of came out of nowhere again, that Epic changed the game with creating. You know what I mean? It kind of popped up out of nowhere. All these people, so many people, there were hundreds of people here because of creating.
Yeah. And again, I know I've talked to Scissors about it too. He can't believe just how far it's gone from his original runs he made to now it kind of inspired one of the 3 maps yesterday. For you, what was your favorite? Was it kind of the prop hunt mode? Was it the run?
Junkyard Juke, bro. Okay. Hands down, Junkyard Juke is the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, if you're going to go in with a crew of like 32 people, if you can even muster up a crew of 32 people, like I want that to be a playlist where I can just go and play Junkyard Juke. And it just fills in 32 people. It's so much fun, man.
I'm with that. What about, should we get the whole squad together? Or
I'm down with. Oh, we totally should. We get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. I mean, there's nothing greater when you're a little teddy bear and you're just walking around like trying to make it in. It's amazing, man.
Listen, it's all fun and games here. Obviously, the theme of this weekend. Things going on outside of the fan festival. There's also the Battle Pass redemption. Everyone here has got tickets, has the commemorative tickets. So many things to look back on and remember these moments. For a lot of people here, whether they're players or the individuals and fans who traveled, it's their first time to New York City, such a legendary, iconic place. That's a major event. You see, again, the crowd continuing to fill on in, just getting some final things set up for the games. We can get it all launched for you, but trust me, we're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want, Ninja. The game is ready to go.
I'm ready. The first Vic Roy, man. Who's it going to be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out your favorite duos right now, man. Let's make some noise.
Who do you think's going to win today? Scream it. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish. None of it makes sense.
I think I hear Mongrel, Nitro.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
Jesus, this is going to be intense. I mean, there's nothing more, honestly, nerve-wracking than the initial launch. Off the bus, man. You're flying. Someone's going to die. Someone's going to be eliminated. Who's going to be the first one? Yep. You don't want to be the first one knocked out in the World Cup. I mean, literally, I knocked him like, it was the first game in the Pro-Am, and that was just amazing. You can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocking this.
No, for sure. As now we immediately hop on board with my pick to dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times, and this is contested.
It's already contested.
You're flying on into here, Ninja. The early game's so key, and already Benji Fishy trying to put shots down range with that revolver, but area is contested. You see they're kind of split from each other right now. What are their comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly where these guys are, footsteps, any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I watched these guys play literally every week because they're from EU, so they were before NA qualifiers. And yeah, this is exactly where they normally land. Savage and Benji, they don't always land on top of one another. And you're honestly at a disadvantage if you do land in the same house because you're going to be getting less shields of one another, right? Less chances of getting shotguns and things like that. And I'm just interested to see how they're going to play this out. Are they going to be aggressive? Are they going to back down?
Well, we just saw the first zone has been revealed, and it is a northern side zone, so anyone in Happy Hamlet not safe. Over Peak, Frosty Flight, Paradise Palms, Lucky Landing, all not safe. You continue to keep an eye on this fight. 98 players remaining right now in this game. Now, we mentioned the increased material farming right now, so you're hitting a couple trees, you're getting 20, 30 materials like it's nothing. Let's shift our focus, though, towards the middle of the map here at Dusty Divot, and it looks like Landjock and Punisher go out very, very early in this first game to Tetra and Eclipse, the new Rogue members.
They're wasting a lot of material right now. You can already see it. You've got only a match left. That's 10 builds. These early game fights are always so detrimental. You have to be very, very, very particular with how many mats you're going to use when you're trying to ramp rush somebody, because if you make it there and they shoot you out and you have no mats, I mean, you're left with literally nothing to protect yourself with.
And look at the advantage that you now have. Tetra hasn't had any shields, but because 2 eliminations come on through, he gets both. That's 50 shield per elim, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes this fight. It's not like the normal games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you might second guess what you want to do. You might play a little more passively. No, because of those early elims, they pushed out the Asian duo, pushing towards that top Dusty Divot side of XXM and Mend, and now they're sitting pretty. Divot all to themselves. They've got metal galore here, as well as wood. The one material that really be lacking is going to be stone.
Yeah, definitely going to be lacking stone. They can get a 500 metal, which is going to be their most valuable asset here, landing in Dusty. What I'm just interested to see is, they have no rotation items when you're looking over there, so hopefully they find something that's going to help them rotate later. There are no balls that spawn in Dusty, so no ballers. It's going to be very difficult to make it to the late game if you guys don't have some sort of crazy rotation. Shadow bombs.
Here's another fight going on towards Fatal Fields, and with how little materials there are, you got to think these players down low who are already just on light HP are in a tough spot, and there it is. Scarlet and his duo, Bell, get the quick elimination onto Brush. That's going to push back Brush's duo into Fatal Fields and try to hide for a brief moment. Another rough start right there. So much stone in Fatal Fields. I feel like Fatal Fields is a underrated landing spot.
I think you can get everything at Fatal Fields. You definitely get wood and brick very quickly, and then there's definitely some metal that you can gather around. There's a bunch of cars and things like that. Some tractors there in the sticks. But listen, man, I'm really curious as to why they're not pushing Sizz.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword too, because yes, Sizz is by himself, but we've all experienced how easily you can hide in that brush there in the cornfields. And Sizz Lucky, these top players who land Fatal Fields know how to actually navigate the loot in the corn without breaking the corn. So
I need to break the corn every time.
Right. I'm not good enough to know, but there's a certain path you can go on, and Sizz Lucky will actually be able to go back and pick up Brush's cards. So this is key.
You think you should go
Reboot
for it?
Vans. Remember, when you get brought back, you only had 100 HP and a common pistol. That will bring a lot of attention over. If you are Scarlet and Bell, are you sprint back over that fight? I think so. Now across the map, though, an engagement going out between KBB, Yuang, and their duo up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there, Ninja.
Drum Shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You to get inside somebody's one-by-one right there. I mean, there's another knock with a drum shotgun, just absolutely wreaking havoc. Ewing trying to take this wall. I think his teammate is not going to be able to stay alive, so it's going to be Zex and Yu. He's got the shield advantage. All you have to do is play this patient. I'm going to be pretty sure that these guys don't have that many materials, so just needs to spray it out and hopefully find a chance to take him down, but he's healing up.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back to full shield. And Ewing now in a tough spot. White trying to go.
Zex definitely can interrupt this now. He took too long to start going with the res, but it looks like he's just going to be going for the reloads, taking his time, and he might be dipping out, maybe trying to... He's definitely staying aggressive, but he's going to get the revive off, and now it's a 2-on-1 again.
Zexro staying confident though, knowing right now still at over 150 HP, the teammate has to be at 30 health. The wall comes through, trying to spray it, and it's not gonna happen, and you see Zexro right there, hands right to his head, some solid damage done, but Ewing dropped down to 59 HP, but with that elimination, we'll bump back up to over 100. Very, very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shotgun.
Very important is checking out the storm right now. A lot of these players, there's a lot. You guys can't see the screen, but there are plenty of people who are outside. They're going to have to start their rotations in. And this is actually where a lot of very talented players with their aim can clean up a lot of kills. This is actually my teammate and I reverse our strategy was try to get in those spots where you can beam people who are going to be flying throughout the sky using a lot of the slipstreams and just taking advantage of, you know, your incredible accuracy.
A little update too on Sizlucky. They did get the reboot in Fatal, so they're both back in play. Look at how slow this lobby is going, folks. 92 players left, and a definite fan favorite here. Nate Hill and Funk of FaZe Clan currently set on up near Lazy Lagoon. And Ninja, this is your landing spot that you went to with your duo reverse. What are maybe some little tips and tricks for players at home who like to land here?
Yeah, all right, so there's, if you go on the boat, on the ship, every single one of the masts is like worth 200 wood. So you definitely want to go for those. You can easily get max wood in arena in probably less than 10 seconds. And also there are some metal anchors in town that you can get for about 300 metal, which is, you know, like the most valuable material that you can get. I mean, I'm just 91 players. I mean, have we talked about Storm Surge? I mean,
we haven't yet. I was going to let that be a bridge when we cross it, but
because 91 people left. I mean, how soon is it going to be?
We're going to have Storm Surge in every game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like, this is going to be nuts. If you guys don't know what Storm Surge is, basically the people, the team that has done the least amount of damage is going to start taking damage until they get above the damage threshold.
Yes, and it tells the players on their screen what the damage threshold is. If you're used to playing at home, you probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive because everyone wants to last until late game, earn those extra points, and wind up getting those placement points to come on through. Watching Letwick and Flexi right now, it's so scrappy, Ninja. It's not your normal game where you get to loot up and freely grab everything you want. Here, I mean, look at the inventory. A common heavy assault rifle, 2 heavy bullets.
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to loot. They're not going to be able to loot normally. I mean, you have every single spot is definitely going to be contested, or have talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. All it takes is 2 seconds and you're caught off guard, and you can get dinked twice with an infantry rifle, and boom, there goes 100 and 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players left now in the lobby as Twiz and Cover H, the duo, do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going to happen. That will be for 70-plus players. So you keep that in mind as this goes on. Players who haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is going to be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's Snappy and Red Rush already in the next zone. They're more than happy to just farm up this metal structure and claim it as their own.
They're actually very centralized as well.
Yep.
I mean, a really great strategy that you're going to see a lot of people are going to be using throughout this weekend in solos and in duos is to just try to get in the dead center of the second zone.
Guys, I'm gonna play some squad spill. Did you guys be able to watch it from the side? Okay. So we'll be able to watch it live from the little corner there. It'll be on. Yeah, that one like. The says, oh, yells as Just get the gear.
You're gonna see some fights that are gonna be forced to break out because players need to get above that,
Hello?
or they're gonna die. They're not gonna be able to make it.
Now moving towards the Dusty Divot Diner. You see Clicks and Skeptic. Yeah, the very young duo from NA East, and you just said yourself, I didn't even know you could farm this.
Didn't even know you could get down.
I want to go,
This
guys.
is the beauty of it, right? This is the top players in the world showing off the little things that they know that no one else can pick up on. Many teams already stacking here because there's so many materials to be farmed up. And for a lot of players, Ninja, once they get max, they don't just stop there. They keep farming to have an excess for more if they need to expend a lot of materials quickly. On the bottom right of your screen, you see the fight going down in Sony Springs. A lot of grenades being thrown right there. That's going to be Serpent and Hype.
Guys can look up the map that we're staring at every single
80 high. I think it was 80. Is that 83 really? Wow. I want to get sniped at.
Those guys who do not know, a heavy sniper can take out a metal ball, take out 1,500 damage. Yes. With double heavy sniper, they can see the line of shot of somebody hiding in one by one and be able to take them out.
This kid on me, but he's blind, guys.
Once you hear double heavy, you can no longer sit still ever. Or if you have to make sure you have at least 2 walls of cover on that side to protect you from the inevitable double snipe. And when we say double snipe, it's as far as and they both fire
Last
at
one.
the same time and catch you off guard.
We've talked about are the rotation items. We got 6 shadows for this guy, and they have balls, so we're sitting pretty up. These guys are in a great spot.
Absolutely. And you see the zone did just update towards the northern side of this current storm. Storm Surge is now in play, so players beginning to drop. 80 players in total in this game. They will just rotate on out of here. Hype and Circle. Don't want the fight. That's Jay. Now quite weak. With Storm Surge beginning to tick in. Quentin and Lanouf now having to push a fight as Storm Surge is affecting them as well. And you see it just kind of smites them down from the heavens, and there they go. Getting dropped by Storm Surge. Unfortunate for them, but again, with not enough damage done, they do fall below that threshold.
Really does just throw people into some pretty tricky situations, but again, man, it's just going to go. A lot of pressure is going to pay off with it for people. You have to get desperate and push. Maybe a duo that's better than you in combat. You know what I mean? And Airwax and Nikov
That's a replay.
went down.
Airwax and Nikov are winners. Well, Airwax at least are back-to-back winner of the Pro-Am. Does go down. Airwax double qualified as well. Tough first game for them, as they do go out quite early on. 71 players left in this game, 38 duos. Again, it's a slow crawl as everyone begins to drop. Have you ever seen anything like this in competitive?
No, I think that the only time that we saw numbers like this were when the circles they didn't really chunk that much, and they were more centralized in the beginning of competitive. So really no one had to rotate that much and no one had to fight. So now that these circles are really just kind of moving around the map, you can't really predict them. I mean, you're getting these players who have, again, the training, they're just beaming people who are focusing on trying to rotate them. So many people coming from the south right now. And it's just 3 kills and you guys are in a top position. Consolidation. You're already getting spamming the spacebar, trying to make it difficult as possible to hit.
There are kids on me, guys.
Look at all these people who are already boxed up. They're already creating these tunnels. 4 shots coming down. And he's going to be able to make it. 8 grenades. So that's going to be, I mean, if you can get in a position where some players are already getting focused on the outside, 8 grenades, he might be able to
right there.
Last one.
Box up in time. Shield damage will make you have some to replenish that in just a few brief moments, as there's Eclipse now using them. He's got his teammates right next door as well. Medkit, they're going to pop that too. Every little bit of HP matters. Saving the campfire for the late game, it appears.
Coming.
Elimination feed right there. Here's a look at Mongrel earlier with his duo Mitro. They're set up early in the zone. 68 players left.
Love watching. Only got 2 guns right now, which is immature rifle on a combat shot.
That was also my grades, so don't worry about it. Another kid coming somewhere. Right here.
Pretty quickly to kill players and hit players through their 1x2. Look at that 5 slurps, 2 slurps, 5 chug splashes.
And they already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
Super close to the zone as well. They don't have to move too far.
Yep, and they're in a fantastic.
Got him.
Number 1. We'll definitely keep up to date with them. The slipstream slowly inching towards where it begins to shut down Ninja, but with so many slipstreams still available in this current zone, a lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in freely without using launch pads or the shadow bombs. There's your whole map right there. The eastern side of the zone. None of these players really going to be in the play. They're going to have to inch a little bit more towards Loot Lake if they want to be safe.
Some of the best, I mean, these are the best players in the world. And look how close they are to one another, man. I'm so excited when they actually have to force into these fights. Storm's going to start pushing them. I'm sorry, man. You guys notice also, Stinks, man, these players are so good. It's so hard to spray through their walls and actually do damage to them. So you need things like grenades, like Stinks, right? Little fart bombs is what I like to call them, to force people out of their 1x1s and try to shoot them as they're rotating away and trying to build new 1x1s to dodge the Stinks.
You see the Stinks right now going down on Mongrel! And Mongrel gets immediately ripped in two as it seemed like the lobby began to focus him right there.
Ooh, Mongrel's got, oh my god, Mongrel's went down. Really? Wow.
Definitely has a bunch to, you know, to be able to play with. The next Storm Surge has got the kick on in. Intro. 12 damage below, will have to begin to put shots
That's
down
where all these
range.
guys.
The zone pushing
Yeah.
as well. So in this position, with the zone at their back, Mitro's goal, spray at players who have to push from the zone. They have one way they can go. They can't afford to take storm damage. They've got to push right at him, and Mitro knows that. Now begins the fire. Dubs just below as well. One of the players who qualified multiple times. Solo for the Northern Duos.
They also have a great rotation. 2 ballers still intact. Here's the thing, you mentioned all these players who are going to be rotating in, being forced to rotate in. Everyone knows that.
Very little ammo though. Look,
I don't know. I can't tell if they're shooting or not because I'm watching the World Cup as well.
It is getting scrappy, folks. And there's the split. Still though, only 80, meaning combined between the two, they really only have about 150 shots to work with. The zone is still pushing. 61 players left. Reminder, folks, this is game number 1 of 6 today in the duos competition. Dubs does go down as a player got that back wall. He wasn't quite ready for it. Mega frantically backing on up, trying to create some space. Will he be able to?
Gonna go combat. He's got
the storm surge on.
Trying to be aggressive. Oh, he's still below, right? He's gonna need to be aggressive. He won't even have time to revive his teammate. His teammate got finished, actually, so he's got all the shields in the world. He can get back up to full health. Storm Surge is still ripping him apart. That slurp is barely keeping him alive.
Hitting it for 25 damage every time he winds up checking. There it is again, dropping on in. Mega's hand is forced. Some big damage right there, still below. As players are continuing to drop all around, but Mega doing a solid job of keeping himself alive right now through the Storm Surge. Fantastic composure, again, one of the young players on this stage looking to try to secure the title of Fortnite World Champion. No more Dubs. The duo
still okay,
down.
So now finally above. Finally above, and guess what? The most important thing to realize, guys, look at that rotation. Yes, he's alone. Yes, his teammate's down. But he has an incredible kit to not only make it to late got the combat shotgun, one of the greatest shotguns to have late game. Does incredible damage, long range and close range. And all the guys, the circle just rotated now into the storm. Massive amounts of distance needs to be covered.
This
and
storm surge is insane. It's still going on.
Finally taken out. 52 players left. And this is where things are about to get serious, guys.
Thomas drops some ammo right there for his teammate, Inclusia. And you see Thomas, that epic infantry rifle, one of your favorite weapons, Ninja. What is so good about that assault rifle?
It 100% rewards pinpoint accurate players, right? There's no bloom necessary. Your marker, your aim is right on their head, boom, you're gonna get that headshot, you're gonna get 80 points of damage. And there's now the upgraded versions, the Legendary and the Epic, have 10 shots instead of 8. So I mean, it just packs a punch, man. It can really catch players off guard, and that's exactly what you're going to need when you're playing against these top players who will literally build and protect themselves when they get shot once.
Folks, there are 45 players left in this very, very small zone. We are now on our 6th storm. You see it's about to begin to move, and players will frantically have to go across the map. Zayt and Zach right now discussing exactly what they should drop, pulling up their map, looking exactly where they have to go. 44 left in this one.
We already got people using shockwave grenades, guys. This is a very far rotation for the second movement circle. So this is actually going to move very quickly. These people are going to potentially get stuck on their launch pads because the Super Creep is building. It's going to be nuts. And who's going to try to take the high ground? Because after this first circle goes, this is where people start to only try to use the high ground.
We know high ground is everything in competitive Fortnite.
Gunshots northeast.
Everyone frantically moving away from the common enemy of everyone, which is that storm circle. Macwood taking zone damage.
Let's go with me, There are people on me. People near me at least. Feel out Loot Lake.
Does land. Yes, but it's taking no storm damage, just playing right on the edge of the zone right now. Just stay boxed up for a brief moment. As now there's 36 players remaining. Arkrum now goes down as well. You can see the elimination feed on the top left to keep track of your favorite players. There's so much that's going on. This is what tunneling is.
Guys, I'm shooting at people. Can you come here?
Tunneling, this is it right here. You move with the zone, you tunnel your way in, give yourself cover, but not a lot of only 20 to build, and this zone is stacked. But look who's on the high ground.
Your 2 picks, so
I hit one person.
I have to owe you a bet.
I knocked one person, guys. Come here.
I mean, listen, people are dying left and right, being eliminated. More savage. To win this, you're gonna have to.
So weakened. Mr. Savage just looks up and beams the player out of the air. It's all Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage. The elimination feed right now. 24 players left.
That person's shield's gone as well. Rush.
And listen, Benji's been in this position before. We know he can handle it. Nicho's still in the game. I just saw him. He looks incredibly healthy, but now taking some storm damage.
Knocked him.
Yep. That's it. That's all he has.
He's got 10 builds. 10 total builds. Just trying to outlast as many players as possible. Placement points. We made it into our top 10 builds.
Got him. Oh my god.
Now on the high ground. One of the few, the only duo left. This has a Zayt and Sap win written all over it. Mitro, Mongrel's duo, was all by himself very early on. Still alive.
I got sniped.
40-yard storm now getting beamed. Can the North American duo of Zayt and Sap close this out? Raining down fire from up top. You see the frantic builds coming in. Benji Fishy goes down. Mega, Mitro, and Scarlet on the low ground. Still coming on in. Zayt and Zap just sitting pretty. Nico just got a double, I think. Final in. Tries to get it done. Not enough. Zayt and Zap. 2 versus 1. Will they take game number 1? Yes, they will.
Zayt and Zap had the high ground, and they used it the entire game. Rain fire from above. It
monster game number 1. You saw the immediate reaction. They know how key that was. And I've watched so many games of competitive Fortnite, Ninja. They were the only duo left with still like 18 players remaining. When they get the high ground like that, they send one player down to get close. Scarlet was already weak, and there's just no shot. In the end, the veteran players of Zayt and Sap take game number 1. And you know, Ninja,
Guys, watch our ranks, dude. Watch our ranks. Snipe that.
Players with LAN experience, players who've been around the Fortnite competitive scene at these major events for a long time. Will they let the nerves get to them? Guess what? The answer is no.
Build up, build up, build up.
And Sap take game number 1.
Kept their composure. It was absolutely incredible to watch, man. And seriously, these guys have been absolutely dominant in the World Cup qualifiers online. And it's only fair that they continue to show their dominance here at the actual World Cup stage.
Brilliant performance. You know that their game plan is always lasting. They made it through those storm surges, even with them not being very aggressive. They had 0 elims down to those final few moments. For a second as well. Young duo, they were on the ground. It was looking good, Ninja, but so many players focusing them.
Dude, we're still getting sniped at by people.
Well, and they had no healing left.
Oh, guy got sniped. Rest. Please.
The best in the world. They know exactly how.
I have 6 kills, dude. I'm playing out of my mind.
There is a moment where they have to shoot the high ground out with rockets, shockwave grenades. I think that's actually what happened. Shockwave up and down off the high ground.
Get him. No! I had 6 kills.
It's over, man.
What a sigh of relief.
Incredible.
I played insane that game, dude. Oh my freaking god. I played insane, dude. I played insane. That was easily the best game I ever played. I just played out of my mind. Got 6 kills. And I went to Tilted. Bro, I just played out of my mind. What's up?
This one? What's up, bro?
Has one angle while Zayt is going forward, and they're moving back over the target
Mega?
they've already established.
Yep.
But the angles they take make sure they're covering everything. They hear the shots below, they're putting the fire down towards them, and Scarlet is able to pick
Man,
up
the
Mitro,
fuck
but
did
doesn't
you
have
do?
enough.
Hello?
What's up?
Hello?
Eliminations. Victory
Sorry.
15 points.
Whose mic is that?
Competitive experience, their experience
Oh,
on stage
it's
at
real,
Major
huh?
LAN events is winning out right now. They say nerves, what nerves? You might as well be playing at home on our own stations because they are just match 1 is over. Time to get back over the stage.
Wait,
match
wait.
2. Ninja and Courage, take it away.
It's not a kid.
Thank you very much, Sundown. Great stuff
Yes.
as always
What?
there from Unreal Island outside of the venue, enjoying
I said I gotta mute you.
yourself.
You don't like this skin. So your mic at me.
Game number 1 in the books. Obviously, so many updates.
Just one shot.
Stacked up. In the end, those final moments can be so hectic. So before we hop in the game,
What, you mean me?
a standings update.
What's up, Wheel?
Who do you think's up top of it right now? Well,
What's up?
It's half insane, but
And Benji, Mr. Savage, man. Just incredibly clutch solo moves and plays.
Both of our predictions. Both of our predictions.
And they're still up there. Guess what? Imagine when they're healthy, when they actually get some good rotation items. I'd love to see how they're going to play in the late game, man.
Placement points so key. You have to do a great job pointing out Mitra. Not doing this to stay alive. Not doing this material and good items, but he just turning his team from probably an abysmal game 1 to the top 3 in our leaderboard. Again, here are your standings from game number 1. Dubs and Mega, they want to make it through as well, and that's because of Mega staying alive too.
Absolutely. Incredibly talented duo, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Aiden can do. Sean hopefully step it up in this next game. Game 2's about to get on its way, man. Are you ready?
I am ready. Ladies and gentlemen, in this sold-out arena, are you guys ready for game number 2? Oh yeah, they are.
Game 2 of the Duos World Cup's about to start.
7, 6, 5,
Huh?
So the second game of the World Cup Duos is about to start.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
of the Fortnite World Cup Duo Finals is underway.
Again, I'm just going to keep saying it, the most nerve-wracking part of
Who's
any
gonna win?
competition,
Fifu?
definitely Fortnite for me.
He's not even in it.
Is the second you jump out of that bus.
Benji Fishy won last
Once you
game,
hit
I'm
the
pretty
ground,
sure.
Once the players hit the ground, they're going to definitely have hopefully less nerves, going to get back into the flow, back into the farming mentality. And man, I'm looking at these llamas on my screen.
I don't know any of these people.
Nothing greater than finding
I don't know anyone that's in the World Cup.
350 matches.
But I'm lagging, so that's cool.
Can we look at the map? Look at the north side.
At least my Wi-Fi is trash.
In a very small area. And many players have gotten better at spotting very, very far away.
I was telling my teammate Malachi, I was like, listen, man, sometimes you gotta tell yourself, hey, you probably look for llamas that's playing him, and landing next to you. But if you actually keep an eye out for that adorable pink, purple, and blue llama,
there's one.
I mean, look, you're just gonna get rewarded with shield. rotation, there's shadow campfires, incredibly valuable. And remember, materials can cap at 500 each height. So if you get 350, it's done its job. Spend much less time looting and, farming, and much more time looting. And look at Zay perfectly using the Shadow Bomb Ninja. For players at home who are wondering how he just used it for way more than the 6 seconds it actually lets you use it for, explain a little bit of this side of it. All you have to do is just continue that jump animation, double jump. You're going to be able to double bounce back and forth, man. It's an incredible use of the Shadow Bombs. You're probably going to see a lot of players do something like that in the late game off of other people's builds, and which is way more difficult to do that off the mountain, by the way. Sure. This is very hard. Great point to bring up there. We can see on our side, the zone right now basically gets cut off at Dusty Divot and Neo Tilted.
People flying in.
Side of the map are in play, so everyone near the middle and south side will have to move, and you see the elimination feed very early on. Elevate does get cut down, so a tough start for the duo from 100 Thieves right there. You've got to wonder if Arkram's still alive. Anyway, though, Daedra and M1
There's somebody near me.
Loot Lake, Loot Lake, Lucky Landing, they do have a duo.
Looks like they're trying to option back away.
The guy down there is so weak, it's crazy.
When two people, more than 2 people land here, one of them will be permanent unless he gets an elimination.
Look at how good these stink grenades are right now. Ram and Mech have lost so much HP off the start of this one just from getting ticks. The spray does come on through with third party.
You guys get him?
Down on a Yuang, so another player.
Yeah, I'm coming to get that med kit.
At Snobby, but uh-oh. KBB does go down. It's now Yuang all by himself. And
oh, not kid. Come again.
Can't even take a wall. They're really
Y'all got him.
in a physical position to be, and Yuang knows that. Trying to fall back to his teammate to maybe sneak a revive, but I just don't see.
These players really are kind of hesitant. You know what I mean? There isn't. They don't have a lot of shields. But they're going to get off the right place. They're going forward. Yuang no shield. And he's going to get a double. He's going to get a double and the revive on KBB. And there was some delicious shockwave grenades that just slid down the ramp.
Where's that kid flying in?
There are 2 on me.
The 4 builds left. I believe there was
Oh,
some help.
that's it.
The shots that came in from that third team getting nearby, which weakened them at first.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Shot does come in on the keys, though, as another
one
one
coming from top.
Got
him.
Damn. Bitch. Oh, who's. Hey, no. He's not taking my gun. He's dropping that shit. Wow. Alright, yeah, you fuck it. I'm muting this kid.
Definitely gonna need these lists to make up for it.
Where is he? Hey, yo, Reefy, how the hell do you say that name? Give me my sniper back.
What sniper?
Now it is a 2-on-1 situation.
Yeah, nice try, son.
Just need to play the numbers advantage. And again, Storm is about to start moving.
Oh, Storm's coming in.
Yeah, I'm hitting the.
Slip.
Yeah. Looking for my chat shit. I got 2 campfires, so we're good.
In the player camera right there, Slacks and Keys, elimination.
How many kills does everyone have?
I got 1.
I got 2.
They gotta go very far still. Now over to Neo Tilted.
Weak. It's a weak game. Need like 30 bombs.
Doesn't necessarily have to be
It's my last game.
Unbelievable, incredible place. Bad Sniper goes down.
Yeah.
Now he's continuing to
Work
branch out.
that shit to do.
What he's doing right now, which is branch out.
People fighting in Divot.
Try to confuse the opponents of where you actually are.
We're not even circle yet.
Skeptic just 8 builds left.
So I'm gonna say fuck these kids for now. Until I get in the circle and heal up.
1 mini, and it looks like they're gonna go for it right now. They made the conscious decision to try to build out, but no.
They're gonna be coming out too, so just watch.
Okay.
Yep. Well, they want to go for the second elimination, and
we take the. Oh my God, we got some trap.
L in real life. Did he just take the L in real life? This is land.
One of their shields. Holy
Damn.
shit.
Damn.
This is the World Cup, baby. I'm gonna show which continent is best. Mitro and Mongo, full HP, and they storm roll through.
Open the door really.
Are they in that?
Look at that kid. Heavy shotgun.
Our teammate got one.
Taking opponent's ball. Look at, they're just stealing and bum rushing, and that's gonna be it.
I can't even move right now.
There's no shot right there. Skeptic.
Alright.
You saw, hey, putting on a show. I love it. The man does YouTube for a reason. But then also a fantastic player. I think it takes a little bit too soon. Aiden now. Does not
Alright, bro. I'm like, these kids are just trying way too hard. It's like, imagine actually trying this hard on Fortnite, bro. This game's not even fun anymore. We done with this forever.
But it is also a 2-on-1, and they don't know. We don't know how weak this guy is right now. But if he is trying to trade, and there's a double.
This killer just let me die and then just takes my AK.
Dude, what do you want him to do? Is that gonna res you?
Well, I'm not saying two res, man.
Can't do shit. He can't go out there and play aggressive though instead of playing like a bitch though. He's nervous, bro. His hands are shaking.
He's shitting himself.
And he's
shatting his pants.
He's so scared.
Every time the camera goes on, there's a big cheer from this sold-out arena.
Those of you guys who do not know, the Storm
Oh, that's raps.
everyone out.
Hey!
Wow, we actually got him.
No death and
But
run,
he's
bro.
still dead as
You got
Storm.
gliders.
Oh.
You got gliders. He's good. Those,
And a launch pad?
you figure out how to place it. Hey, my man's gonna get the dub.
Wait, did he get your
I'll
reboot
leave
though?
him now, 'cause- Nope.
Oh.
So fuck that. I'm not watching.
Okay.
Good luck though. Good luck though, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Fuck.
Basically help everyone get from the southeast, east, and south side of the map easily into this zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move in from the slipstream, you might be able to do a lot of damage. And remember, you might think, oh, well, there's no way you're going to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying 3 damage for Storm Surfer. That comes into play because it is going to happen very, very soon here. We're about a minute away.
It literally looks like we've been watching.
What the heck's Reefy doing? Get my reboot me.
84 players left still.
Reboot me.
I guess that's a testament to our observers backstage. Great stuff to them. Sizzler.
Why didn't you hit him in the head? You're trash. Hit him in the head.
Like a dolphin. Splashes of came into the scene.
Just hit him in the head. Headshot him.
Are they the best healing items early?
Headshot him.
There's a lot of items that get added where, not everyone is.
Hit him in the head.
Right? Some people do not like it, but
Cut his head off.
I don't think I've ever seen.
He was healing. So he's like, okay, I was gonna take off shields, hit him in the body, and I'm gonna hit him in the dick, think him in the AK, aren't I?
It was absolutely incredible. I woke up to some delightful posts.
There's one reboot left, so go for it.
Those of you guys who don't know what they are,
Thank you.
each one
Go in.
they come in packs of 2. You can stack up to 6. They give 20 health, 4 shield,
and they're instant. You throw them down the ground, and they can be used to heal you and your teammates around you, as well as if you really want to be a troll. Here are Mongo and Mitro.
Oh, come on, hit him. Thank you. Thank you. Hit him. He's sitting still. Refi.
They were already in your top 3. So they're in a position right now, Ninja, where if they have a pop-off performance right here.
Refi, hit him. Jesus Lord.
Played after the first 2, they could be your lead.
Just reboot me.
2 points away from first. Yep. They didn't even win the game. And Mongrel went down early before placement points were even rewarded. So, Sean in another fight with Quentin and his squad. Sean trying to.
What are you doing? I can't find
And he's out of light ammo.
Out of materials.
And
That's
he's out
a
of
big thing.
materials.
Well, I'm dead because Circle supposed to move in, so I'm leaving. Later. I need for 25 changes. What's up?
Damage in the game. The average in the lobby was 80. There were 600 above in this lobby already. Unfortunately, though, when you fight that much, there's a higher chance of you going down.
Where will I go?
Here's Sislucky and Brush, who we saw.
Nah, it's not, I'm not gonna go. Let's go. Tilted.
Stay alive. Now in another tough spot as they're
Okay, fine, we go again.
Shields and low on health.
Decent rotation on those two shadows.
And the bus is gonna go. But I'm going to a specific place in the game. I'm going out, down, here.
Some eliminations. But yeah, as I said, with 8 are people going to change how they're going to play, right? Are they going to do anything different here in the World Cup? Guess what? I'm pretty sure we can say that 80 squad is not doing anything different. They're being incredibly aggressive. They're putting the damage down. And unfortunately, there were just too many players who took advantage that they were weak.
And that was the top 5 leading into this game. It's right there on your screen of where the leaderboard is at the moment. Mitro and Monvo staying alive, holding this pyramid edit. And for people at home who might not know, he's not exposed right there, right, Ninja? He's peeking through his build.
Correct. As you guys are peeking through a pyramid and edit on it, you cannot be seen, right? You can also see very amazing feature. Fortnite Battle Royale.
What a Battle Royale, the ultimate Battle Royale experience.
Ultimate Battle Royale experience, man. Uzi is in the storm, taking damage, a lot of damage, and he's still going to be rotating damage as well. Thomas going to have to make some plays. And there goes Rody. Actually just got knocked. 66 players remain, and this storm is kind of moving a little bit away from the mark. But if you have a high ground mountain in play, I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to go north.
There's 3 high ground mountains in play.
And really mixes it up
and a drone ship that people can wind up going on top of, and those are brilliant to use.
Oh, absolutely. If you guys can get up on top of those, guess what? You have ultimate high ground on the map without having to place any mats.
Yep.
It's incredible. You can't get sniped from above, and you can deal as much damage as you want. Also, it's incredibly difficult to shoot players that are up there. 100%. But it's important to know that after the 5th circle closes in, those air vents will stop working. So if you don't have any rotation to account for, like that's a yikes. That's a massive yikes. You have to pray that someone launch pad down underneath it somehow.
Yep.
And go for it.
Yeah,
let's risk it all.
Hopefully the team will mess that up now. We talked about our game club winners. The team is from the Victory Royale, which is again 10 placement points, the max we get for placement in these games. It was Satan and Saf, and they're currently set up in this zone for the moment.
Did they just get the zone as well? Are they the yellow team? I mean, they're close enough for sure. Yeah, you know, actually, they got to rotate a little bit, but look, they got 4 shockwave grenades.
Yep. They'll be all right. They'll be able to make it happen.
Go. They have to rotate the farthest. Look how many stack players are on this side of the lobby right now, and they're all going to have to move very soon.
Yeah, Arkram and Falconer have a tough rotation ahead. Slack with keys. Watch them fight a little bit earlier on against Nanjak and Papa.
Teammate comes in.
Yep. No, teammate's full. Teammate's full.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
Teammate's full.
You know, I was playing with Myth the other day, and he was using a lot of chug splashes without me, so hey, he's really sensitive on it. Really sensitive.
We'll let you and Myth handle that one. And, yeah, that seems like some tension there, but we continue to move on in this fight. This is game 2 of 6, folks. The match will be going on throughout the day. 16 players left in this one. 35 duos. You see Arkram and Falconer. It looks like they did a duo shockwave to try to fly across the map together. As the frantic rotation begins to move on in, more Storm Surge will soon begin to come into play as well.
Jack, I have a question for you, man. Yes. Once these circles start closing in so small, what do you think team gets to play? To rotate it right away once it's revealed if you're far out, or to wait and be the last team?
For me, it completely comes down to what you have in your inventory, where you are at, with leaderboards as well. If I'm in a position I know I need to pace and round up on leaderboards, I want to rotate early and try to begin to spray back on the opponents to get 2-3 eliminations. If you get the zone on you, you begin to just build on up and get that height so you can spray on down as well. In this one, though, again, all comes down to rotation. You have enough to rotate with and you're far away. I think you play late and hope someone else drops a launch pad near you and use that community pad to your advantage.
Yeah, we're looking over here for 3 eliminations, sitting here with some very good materials, and it's definitely a very delicious loadout. Anyone with a heavy sniper and a in combat.
And remember, he started the game in Snobby Shores with that clutch when KBB did go down, so they're still in this one because
he still has that beautiful blue combat where he clutched it with, man.
Yes, he does, and all the materials he could ever ask for, nearly 100 builds in this one.
See, they're marking right now. I think they have a double heavy sniper combo.
They're either marking double heavy or they're saying, focus this, zone closing there.
Gonna find out soon enough. It literally looks like he's marking exactly. He's trying to look and see. Yep.
Oh, they do it. Double heavy sniper. And Ninja called as the man knows. They shoot on one. And oh!
You guys saw the here. This is exactly what Jack talked about earlier. You need 2 walls, 2 layers protecting you from one of those walls so that double sniper will not take you down.
But they've got the tools, the key to open all doors, as I put it. And this zone, Ninja,
it just moved over a mountain.
It just moved onto the side of the mountain, so high ground will be in play. But at the same time, Ninja, half of the low ground still in play. So it's not as bad a position for the low ground players. Here's a look at Mongrel and Mitro. Remember, Mongrel did go down early on in the last game. He's got to back on up because he's burning through materials very, very quickly. They're far above this Storm Surge, so they're good for the moment. And there's the replenish from his teammate Mitro. 64 total builds left.
Always see them doing this. They always split half and half match with one another, and then they go and collect the others. And it's just a perfect way to make sure these guys have decent material.
Look at Sap just sneaking up through with that Shadow Bomb. The spray coming in from Mongrel. Stink Bomb is hit as well. Everyone focusing these players on the outside. They've got the minigun firing too. The lobby now picking up quick as we move into our pit zone.
The storm is closing in, and that's going to be forcing everyone to get into where the safe zone is right now. It's moving in towards Pleasant Park. Guys, this is absolutely insane. 51 players still remain, by the way, in a circle this small. They're just trying to get as many looks as possible as people are rotating in.
Mitro on the bottom right of your screen with that minigun has 631 bullets to spray down with Mongrel in a fight. Gets one player weak, but does have to back on him.
Get the clutch. Someone else stole the kill from him.
Mitro gets chunked as well.
Still have a launch pad, but again, when you're in a situation like this, low ground, they're getting sprayed with nothing but grenade launcher shots and frag grenades, and they're both going to be eliminated. And Mongrel also, Airwax just went down as well.
And you see Cease in the elimination feed. Does look like, remember early on, Elevate did go down there.
It's so delicious.
Zane go for it. Zane Sap, do they do it?
Do you go for it? There's a launch pad there and so many materials.
This is game-changing loot right now. They've got the builds to go for it if they want.
Oh shoot, I found circle, dude.
Zane and Sap uncontested. That's one of those risk versus reward plays that can help set them up for 2 victory royales in a row.
Mongrel and Mitro's loot too, man.
Oh, that was making a statement. And we know that was juicy loot.
They're making a statement saying, listen, we're from NA, we're here to play. Taking out the evil, they didn't know they took them out.
I can't tell.
Their loot. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that with Storm Scout.
Great rotation items too. They both each have a launch
pad. That's not a good
both
circle
have 2
too.
shotgun grenades, and they're gonna go. He didn't get
That's
it,
easy
so they're trying to get it at
bananas.
the same time. Gonna be flying, and this is it. Another massive rotation going to be taken to the center of Pleasant Park. They're 167 damage above the threshold, so they're looking pretty good right now. The question is, are they going to keep it ground, go for low ground, high ground? What's the play?
They didn't get the launch pad. He might have to pick use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out. He hits his head on something, which takes him down from having to, fly all the way up and get beamed. They're going to challenge high ground right now. Zayt and Sap looking to do what many would think was impossible, which is win back-to-back games in the stack lobby. Just saw Falconer in the feed as well. Arkham with an elimination too. 19 duos left as we're moving towards the placement points, Ninja, and these duos know exactly that. 3 points if you make it in the top 15, which could be the difference between first and dead last.
What are they going to do? Are they going to prioritize rotation in and not taking damage, or are they going to try to play it a little risky and go for the limbs? If you're going to be shooting, going for the limbs, a lot of spray, shotgun shot, AR shot, so really taking the high ground on it. So it all depends on how their play style can unfold, man.
I am almost dead, guys.
Unlike the last one,
But I'm gonna make it out.
Right there on the KBB. You got Snappy and Red Rush on the high ground, and Sam
Over the play, the high
he goes
ground.
to the high ground. Take, will he get it?
He's gonna get it, he has it.
Zane's got high ground. Zane has high ground as they go to try to push for 2 victory royales in a row. Sap is there as well, but Snappy just appeared right behind Sap and shotgunned him down right there.
Zane right now is gonna have to concede to the high ground, giving it to Snappy. And he's just going to have to stay alive as long as possible, try to get some placement points. He is obviously a talented player, top player. He can definitely make something happen, and I'm interested to see what he's going to do.
Cease has been by himself since the first moment of this game when Elevate went down at 98 players remaining, and he's somehow still alive. There goes Mega. You've got Darox and Item on the low ground. Vorwin getting chopped down as well. Zate with about 100 HP. Uh-oh. Here comes Vinny and Zexro. They're trying to challenge the high ground.
He's right now being held in the zone with 5 limbs. He's going to be eliminated from the back. Zane taken down as well. Snappy still with the high ground. Dex and Vinny. TSM crew looking good, and they're going to take it. They just took high ground. Snappy gave it.
And they just got the high ground, bring use of the shockwave as well. Vinny as well as Zexro on hype for the moment. 5 eliminations so far. They're putting their names in the hat for potential victory royale in this game.
They want those limbs.
Vorwin now with elimination back to back. 4 players left in this one. Zexro and Vinny sprang from the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player
I lasered one of those guys over here.
drop on down to hype for the moment. The spray it's not enough.
Knocked one.
TSM takes game 2. The victory royale and 7 eliminations. Look at that. Vinny's line. Zexro looks like he was stuck on his stride on a fast food. Why am
I got one.
about food?
Oh my, Jack, it's expected. God, 2 and 18 to take.
Knocked one. Knocked another one.
And honestly, guess what? Mongrel and Mitro, man.
Got him low.
Yep.
Nice, guys.
So Zexro's about to start cranking 90s or default dancing in the lobby.
Talk about literally what are they going to do in the next game?
Yeah.
That's what that focus is. That reminds me, I've been in this situation before. He grabbed his hand and took it for himself, man. That's a top teammate, man. Great synergy.
What a start to today's competition. The energy in here is insane. I am looking around and there are thousands and thousands of people filling up the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from New York City. Again, my name's Jack Courage Dunlop, joined by Tyler Ninja Blevins for what is the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. $30 million on the line this weekend. Millions will be tuning on in from across the world. There's so many ways to watch, and we're just
Guys, I need meds if you have any.
with today's action, and it's already been fantastic.
Don't even want to.
Oh, my kit. Oh, thanks, dude.
Be here all night. These games are incredible. Yep. And just listen. If you guys are watching at home, you guys want to be here, right? You guys want to be competing. Take notes.
That's my drum gun.
Watch how they build. Watch the fights that they take, the way they rotate.
Really? That's my drum gun.
What game number 2 ended with style with the North American duo
Oh,
of
thanks, dude.
Vinny and Zexro taking it. They're on the floor with none other than Jordan Fisher.
Oh, guess I'll take the blue drum gun.
Thank you so much, Courage. I appreciate that. NA showing up and taking care of business. Games 1 and 2, Vinny and Zexro with a fantastic end, both together, which is an incredible thing, right? Walk me through the just in-game for you guys.
So the comp's kind of hectic because of all the noise, but we're just really good at playing together. Like, we're the longest duo that have played together, so yeah, we just know how to.
Great, fantastic work, guys. Back to you, Ninja and Courage, JD.
Thank you so much, Jordan. The duo, Zexro, you know, they've always been known as being so aggressive. Yeah. From all the times we've seen them in these competitive tournaments, there might be some younger players. They've definitely been around the block here in competitive Fortnite.
Again, you just see them, just like a lot of other players here, always duo qualifiers every single week. Even though they already qualified, they continue to keep playing, and practicing. Guess what? They just took the game number 2. You can't let up, though. Again, and that's why that energy.
Knocked one.
Let's do it again, right? Better somehow get more limbs in game 3.
And they know that. They're not going to take the foot off the gas pedal. Folks, we have our standings after game number 2. Where are
They have super impulsed away and came back. I got the kill for one of those guys.
0 points up to 17 Ninja, and that is the beauty of how this plays out now. Anyone can have a pop-off game and come right back. Mongrel and Mitro still in your top 5, as well as Serpent Hype, Darox, Item, Forwin, and Tux, Snappy, and Red Rush all there. While Satan Sap do have a nice little lead right now, nobody is safe from the rest of this lobby. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, just take a look at the points, Courage. You got 11 points, right? Benji and Fell. But look at that. Storm and Epic Whale. 12 points.
I knocked one. Another person got sniped.
All right, 2 pop-off games, 1 pop-off game, boom, you're already in the top 5.
Remember, if you get 50th place or 11th place, from that whole time in between, you win $100,000 as a duo. So if you go from 10th up to 1st, it jumps all the way to 3 million. So everyone, eyes on that top prize. We are just 1/3 of the way through the action today, but I know we got a lot of fun.
Pin 416 out there.
Can we give a round of applause to Ninja for hopping in for some guest casting? What a great
I got him.
Thank you, man.
Always a pleasure, brother, to be here. That's going to do it for us for now up here on the caster desk, but I know Zeke is down on the floor with some notes for you all.
Thank you guys.
I'm still getting psyched at.
Man, what an awesome first 2 set of games from Sap and Zay locking down the lobby to Zexro and Vinny just coming in super clutch. And of course, guys, you've been here. We got to see Ninja. He got to go ahead and commentate some games. So what I want to know from you is, have you guys had a good time? Have you enjoyed it? If so, let's just let me hear you.
I can't tell where they're sniping me from.
That was so silly. Let's pretend I didn't ask. Have you guys been enjoying yourself?
I see him. Did I see him? Stop building.
Talking about. Obviously, we've got quite a bit more games left to get through, but you know, if you've been watching for a long time, you know I'm a big fan of everyone that loves Fortnite. It's all about bringing people together, and I like to say Fortnite. That's my thing. That's what I do. And you know, there's actually a lot of people from around the world that have come here to compete, to watch, to be part of all of this. And I thought, what better way to give back to you guys than to teach you how to say Fortnite from
I got sniped. Give me.
The world. So in just
Please.
a moment, we're going to take a look at the video, and I can't wait because
Thanks, buddy.
this is actually the first time I'm seeing this. A lot of work went into making this happen. So I can't wait for us to watch this together. Let's take a look.
Hello Fortnite fan. 포테스 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요. Real Fortnite here. Now we'll see the video. Hello Fortnite boys. You're fan of Fortnite. What's up Fortnite fan? Fortnite 팬 여러분들 안녕하세요. What's up Fortnite fan? Hey, 저는 Fortnite fan. What's up Fortnite fan?
Someone used the med kit, dude.
What's up Fortnite fan? Yo, what's up Fortnite fan? Your friend the boss? Sorry, I'm texting. What's up, Fortnite fam? What's up, Fortnite fam? What's up, Fortnite fam?
What's up, Fortnite fam?
You got out for tonight? What's up, Fortnite fam?
G'day, Fortnite fam.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
I see him.
What up,
I got sniped again. Wow, why is sit still? Dude, I'm having such a good day at Fortnite, man. I'm having such a good day. What's up, guys?
Get called out. That's right. Now the world knows. But a few of those players actually took us up on the offer. They went out for some pizza. They had a night on the town. So let's take a look together. Check this out.
New York City. We got the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, the Empire State Building, and the first ever Fortnite World Cup Finals. I couldn't be more excited about the greatest Fortnite players from around the world coming to my hometown to duke it out. But before the action started, I took World Cup qualifying players Aiden and Chinkin out to show them the Big Apple, starting with PC Gaming Cafe, Waypoint.
What's up, boys? Welcome to Waypoint. Good to see you. Good to meet you. All right, fellas, let's go and grab a drink. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here in my hometown, New York City. Thoughts on it so far? Thinking what's up? Hot. A lot of people. A lot of people. I'm sorry, but also welcome to New York. That's kind of the way it is out here. Where are you from in Austria? And the population, I think it was 40,000 people in the train that you were in on the way here. Yeah, so now I want to talk about the competition at hand because obviously this is going to be the biggest opportunity, I would imagine, of your lives. You're going to be playing in front of a massive crowd. Is there a way, as a player, that you prepare for that?
I don't think like there's a way to like, prepare for it, but try to like calm down, not get like nervous, not get shaky and stuff, and then we should be good. Like.
It's still crazy having like a live crowd. I try not to take tournaments like too seriously. If I play relaxed, I feel like everybody. I remember when everyone's like, this guy looks like he's just chilling on his couch at home, the casters, and it was like, I was just relaxed, you know, and just I feel like I played better.
Okay, so gentlemen, we're going to be heading off to some different sites around the city. We're going to go to Washington Square Park, so let's go and check it out.
They're close. They're close.
All right, so now here we are in Washington Square Park. And I love the fact that we conveniently set this up. I don't know what this picture would symbolize. I'm not too sure. Is it like king or queen? While we have this here to talk about competition, you guys are potentially going to be facing off against each other. Have you thought about that now?
I don't know. I just don't want to feel the L2 spam like.
Oh, you don't want to feel the L2 spam?
I've watched them play a little bit. I've seen them play aggro before. It's pretty scary. So if you have chemistry where you can play without even talking, you guys know what you're gonna do. That's like a team like that's gonna win. So
what you guys are gonna experience this weekend. This is the first Fortnite World Cup. You're going to be playing for millions of dollars, essentially. Has that even set with you guys yet?
Even if it's not me, I'm thinking there's going to be millionaires after this win. There's going to be millionaires. I try not to be, I'm not like greedy about it or anything. It's
Two more.
People that nobody know about and they can just blow up off of this.
All right, I'm going to dive more into that, but I think it's time to get a slice of pizza. Take you out for a good pizza. To get some pizza. To give everyone pizza.
Let's go, Adam.
Show up with 2 giant boxes of pizza. Pizza. Say I won't, Paula.
I want to go, Adam. Let's go.
I kept telling people, hey, I want to get a slice of pizza with you. You know, all the players, and they all ignored me. You know? So thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Obviously, this has been an incredible trip for you all. We're now on the precipice of one of the biggest events in the history of all competitive gaming.
I'm happy that it was a fair chance for everybody. Qualifiers, you could have no exposure to your cooking in the tournament. So it's really
Yeah, just try to like make our fans happy.
They're up top. They're up top, idiot. That's why you don't let. That's why you don't sit there. They're up top, moron. He's right there. Hey, trash can. They're behind you.
For me, I feel more like
Idiot. That's why you push them now. That's why you push them. You have to play aggressive, or else you're just gonna be sitting there, privileged as a idiot, sitting there. Guys, this could be the end of the stream, okay? I'm gonna do something else. Make sure to watch World Cup to me who wins.